Hey guys, Dan Carr here. Today we're going to take a look at the Think Tank Airport Airstream roller. Now, those of you that follow my blog and my various websites will probably have heard me talk about this bag before. I've been using it for quite some time now, and I've made mention of it in many posts. This is my absolute favorite travel bag at the moment when I'm traveling with my current photography setup. So I'm going to post up a bunch of pictures and some more thoughts on the bag on my website, but I wanted to embed a video which gives a bit of a tour of the features. So let's start right here on the front. We have Elasticated Pocket here, which I find really handy for putting magazines in or maybe putting my iPad in there. You can also fit any of Think Tank's optional laptop bags in there. We have a small pocket on the front here, which has a couple of zippered pockets in there, which are good for things like memory card wallets and little trinkets like that. And this is a good spot for your boarding passes, a few pens. Then nice little cable lock here, and this is basically used for locking the laptop bag. When you have a laptop bag in here, it's easily taken by somebody, so you basically put this through there and lock it to the cable so no one can steal your laptop from the front. Great thinking. As you can see, actually the overall look of the bag is a pretty smart little bag. I wouldn't feel as if people really stare at this thinking this is a camera bag. I mean, it looks to me like a smart roll-on carry-on bag, so that's another bonus. If we turn around to the side here, nice big handles, top and side here, for getting it up into the luggage compartment of the airplane, so that's nice. And then we also have a locking system here, so take the zippers, lock those in. This is nice and secure, so I use this in a press room quite a lot when I'm doing some sports photography, and I'll think nothing of putting any excess lenses or my laptop inside this bag when I'm out shooting and just locking that with the padlock on the side. And then in the back here we have another cable lock. Where's the padlock? So the padlock goes on the end here, and this means that when you're in the press room or even when you're in the airport, and maybe perhaps you need to have a little sleep in the airport, you can lock this to yourself or to the chair that you're sitting on, or in the press room lock it to the table. And that means that with this bag locked to the table and the contents locked inside using the other lock, everything's pretty safe, really. Just lock that up. Now here we have the extendable handle, nice and sturdy. As I said, I've been using this for a while now and I haven't had any issues with that. Spinning around again, we have a small zippered compartment on the top, which is handy for your passport, and of course, as with all Think Tank products, a little spot to put your business card on the top there for easy identification. So let's take a look inside. Now we've got two smaller pockets up here, which I tend to use for batteries and filters and things like that, and a much larger pocket which is good for press accreditations and boarding passes again, and flight details, hotel bookings, all the important bits of paper you need when you're traveling these days. The bag itself is definitely designed to be a smaller version of their airport security roller or their airport international roller. And what I'm finding more and more these days is that airline baggage restrictions are getting tighter and tighter, and more often, even if I've traveled with an airport international, which is right on the limit of the size that you're allowed to take, it looks like it's on the limit, and I've had people weigh the bag at the gate and tell me it's too heavy. Now, we all travel with bags as photographers that are overweight, but the trick is to have a bag that looks like it's not overweight. And since I've been traveling with this smaller bag, which is considerably underneath the size limit that you're allowed to take on international flights, nobody's had a second look at it. Nobody's wanted to weigh it, so I haven't had any troubles there, which is nice. Empty here, you can get an idea for the kind of stuff you can put in it. Let's grab a camera, pop a Canon 1D in there. Now, this is a great size bag if you want to travel with a 300. So there's a 300 2.8 in there. And this is a good little press kit bag, I think. You can have a second body in here. If you take this divider out, you can put a 7200 in there and put a divider on the top, and you can fit a flash on top of the 70-200. Then you can have a wide angle zoom right here, and you can put all your various cables and flash accessories and stuff down the side here. So for your traditional sort of wide zoom 70-200 plus a telephoto lens and two bodies and a flash, then this is really the perfect size for that kind of combination. I also excuse me, I also have used it with many more lenses than that and just one body. So we have this and the 300, and I have 3 lenses in here, and then I've actually stacked up a fisheye and my 17-40 in here, one on top of each other, with this little divider covering the two. So despite its relatively diminutive size, to be able to get the 300 in here with some teleconverters and the 70-200 and all these other bits and pieces, you can have a kit that'll have you covered right from a wide end up to, you know, well, it depends how many converters you want to use, but easily enough to get you through a lot of sporting events if it's an event that you can have covered with a 300, and I've found that to be quite often the case. So this is the Think Tank Airport Airstream, and quite frankly I can't recommend it enough. I think a lot of people tend to take the kitchen sink with them when they travel, and you know, these days that's really becoming less and less possible with the various regulations that are being implemented on different airlines. So if you can travel under the radar with something that's neat and small, and this really does look pretty small and inconspicuous when you're rolling it around, I don't think you're going to have any troubles with this, so long as you're not taking a lens that's bigger than a 300. So there you go, Airport Airstream, and look out for the full review on my website soon.